So we have a KitchenAid toaster. It's about, I don't know, 10 or 12 years old. Um, and a couple weeks ago, I turned it on like this with the switch. It kind of clicks over and it made a click sound, a pop sound. And then the on and off switch would just like spin around. But I could still, or it felt really mushy, and it would still turn on and off. But then it got increasingly harder. Then you could just spin it around and around and around, and it wouldn't work. And I was thinking, wow, this is like a $300 toaster, which is stupid for a toaster in the first place. So I took it apart, and it was an easy fix. And I thought I'd just show you how I did it. I should have made a video, but I didn't. First thing you want to do is flip it over upside down. Take these. You have to take this piece off here. There's a little bar that goes across the bottom, and just pay attention to how it goes together. There's one on the other side too, but you don't have to take it off. Just Phillips screws. Take those two off. Take these two screws out. And then you're gonna, when it's upside down, you're gonna kind of pull this apart. Don't bend it over, because then it'll bend and you'll never get it back in. So only bend it back as far as you need to. And the way this switch works, you can see that it's kind of pointing straight up and down. So what's inside of this thing is the switch is actually inside the machine, and it's got these two little prongs that stick out, and they're spring loaded. And then this knob here goes through a plastic bushing that's mounted into this stainless steel piece. And then on this other side of this piece is a little receptacle that's kind of oblong shaped, and you'll see it when you get in there. And what happens is the switch is sticking out sort of like this out of the toaster, and then there's an oblong piece that goes in like this. So when you turn it, it clicks the switch, and the switch is spring loaded. So it goes like that. Now, the oblong piece is on the other side, and then the switch is on this side, and they go together, and the switch sticks out, and then the oblong piece, and it's held together with a little tiny Phillips screw. And it all goes through the little plastic piece that's permanently affixed to this. So the fix that I did was, I realized that the pop sound that I heard was when the glue that they put a little glue on the oblong piece. It's a little plate, and the switch piece that they put together, and there's a screw that holds it in, but they put a little glue on there. And I think what happened is the screw became loose over time, and it was just the glue holding it together. And then when it popped, that glue kind of cracked, and then the screw got increasingly looser, and then it wouldn't work anymore. So all I did was I put a tiny bit of Duco cement, but don't overdo it, because you don't want the glue to get spill over in something that needs to move. So yeah, I just put a tiny bit of Duco cement on the oblong receptacle, the plate on the other side, and this piece, and then I put this piece and the other piece together on the other side, and then I put the screw in, and you have to use a long, thin screwdriver with a tiny, a smaller than a number 3, I guess it would be, Phillips screwdriver. Anyway, I was able to get the screw going, and then at the last, when it finally got kind of tight, I made sure that the oblong piece was going up and down, and that this switch was up and down also. I guess it wouldn't matter, except I wanted it to line up. And then I tightened the screw nice and tight, and then I just let it dry overnight or for a couple hours, and then I put the thing back together. And when you put this back together, you just have to align this to make sure that it pops in. But that was an easy fix. It didn't take very long, and it didn't require any money or anything. So I hope that helps.